Hey, this is Witty and welcome back to our Hearthstone gameplay commentary. And this time we're going to be fighting against the Hemet Nesingwary. Nesingwary? I was sure it was Nesingwary. Well, there it is. There it is. Hemet Nesingwary AI. So let's do this.
Jaina versus the one, the only, Hemet Nesingwary.
Has it always been Nesingwary? Because I've always called him Nesingwary. Kill his minions or he'll overwhelm you. There's your clue.
Well, are you a pretty lass?
Watch your tongue.
Eh? Nobody talks to old Hemet like that. Ha! I go first.
But I get an extra card.
Oh, good, because you'll need it.
So we're fighting against a creepy old man. Brilliant. Feminist power. Go.
You know, this reminds me of the time I was stalking the great tiger, Bangladesh.
He gets to go first as well, have you noticed? So I didn't go first this time. So the crazed hunter's got one on everything. And all I can do is chuck out a stone tusk boar, which will allow me to...
A beast! I'll make a trophy of it.
Well, I'll make a trophy of that card. Here we go. Both out. So the aim of this...
Hey, now you're probably used to fighting against minions. Hemet fights his own battles.
Shotgun blast, hero power, deals 1 damage. I'm not sure what that is.
Of my own, dwarf.
We'll find out in a moment. So what is this? So this is like hero spells. So you get probably 2 slots for special hero abilities. You can use your hero power once a turn. So that's a hero power. Fire blast deals 1 damage. And it costs 2 mana crystals. And the great thing, this game is so simplistic but detailed and has a lot of complexity to it at the same time, and that's what I really love about Blizzard, is they really up their game all the time, and it's so clear. Do you know what I mean? They could do such a bad job, but it's really hard to go wrong in this game, because if I highlight on that, I might make the mistake of using it and then going, hang on a second, why have I not got any mana crystals left? Well, it's pretty clear that it's going to cost you 2 mana crystals, because right there is 2 very brightly glowing mana crystals, so I'm not going to make that mistake. And besides, I can't use any other cards at the moment anyway, so here we are.
Job's done.
End your turn.
Shotgun! It's beast hunting
1 health. A perfect target.
So I could shut that guy down, but he does 3 damage, so we want to use him on the hero, so we can't do that and my spell at the same time. So the only card I can get out at the moment is Taunt, so we'll chuck out the Taunt card and use this spell. So that way we've got at least 1 more card than he currently has on the table.
And tell me, have you read me book, The Green Hills of Stranglethorn? Handle it!
So we want to do 2 damage. What can do 2 damage? Transform a minion into a 1/1 sheep. I'm curious to see what that does, but I want to throw down this guy first, because he can definitely kill that guy. And he will die though in the process, so it's probably not actually worth it. Thinking about that. If he's forced to attack him, which he will be, he'll die. But if I throw down him, he'll still die. It doesn't add any health. So I guess I'll chuck down the polymorph card on this guy and see if this guy gets to survive another day. Even though his whole purpose pretty much is just to exist. Taunt. And it seems somewhat redundant to make him attack this guy. Well, let's do this out of curiosity. If I attack a polymorph target, will he receive damage? Or will he be able to attack without being retaliated upon? And is that a word, aponst? Let's find out. No, he does still take damage. So really, what you want to do is polymorph that target and then attack the main boss, or just attack that target. Or just assume that target's always going to attack your taunted thing. But I'm still a noob, I'm playing this, I'm learning.
Go back to writing. What you want?
That deals 1 damage. That deals 1 damage. You're gonna die. Even if I chuck him out. If I chucked him onto the table, it means that that guy would sacrifice himself attacking this guy, because it would give him 1 extra damage when they fight, which will get him killed. So it's going to be worth having the raid leader out. And then I'll chuck down the stone tusk boar. But I don't want to use the stone tusk boar against this guy, because I'll just be sacrificing the stone tusk boar. So we'll use him on...
You must attack that minion with taunt.
So this is what makes me curious. Now, what do the pro Hearthstone players do? Do they end the turn and not play? Because, assumably... I mean, I could always just attack anyway. I suppose that would be the sensible thing to do, because by ending my turn, all I'm doing is trying to make sure that he attacks this guy. So they're going to have to fight anyway. But then this guy doesn't get his free attack. So if I don't end the turn, make him attack him, get them out of the way, and then make him attack the bad guy. That way I get 2 extra damage to the bad guy. So that was always going to happen anyway.
I need to find a way to neutralize that thing.
I wonder whether transform a minion into a 1/1 sheep is possibly going to neutralize him in any way whatsoever.
Come on!
That's a very powerful card, because it basically means they're a free kill. It can... I don't know whether it can be used on elite cards and stuff like that. I'm not sure what the levels of cards are. On like higher level cards, whether you can use polymorph. I've got 2, so I could use this guy on that. But how long does the polymorph last for? Does the sheep still get to have a go? Let's find out if the sheep still gets a go. I assume he does, but it's got a said. I could easily kill him, but we'll see what the sheep does. Okay, the sheep does get a go. Brilliant. But he's only going to sacrifice himself anyway, so it's not really worth me using the attack on the sheep unless I don't want this guy to take any damage. Okay, so River Crocolisk is always a pretty neat card, but I've got a Nightblade, and these I played on one of the earlier levels are very good, I think. I think you want to chuck these ones out as soon as you can, because watch what happens. It deals 3 damage to the enemy hero, and it does it even on the first go.
Never know what happens.
Now what I assume is that's like a passive card, and it will always, at the end, on the start of each turn, attack the hero, or possibly probably a taunt. But then it didn't hit the taunt, did it? So it always goes for the hero, so it's probably always worth having that card out. This guy has got 5 health. The board does 2 damage. He does 2 damage. If I use this card, I could kill him, but I'm going to lose a couple of cards in the process. So this is the thing that gets me curious, is do you deliberately end turn and not attack that card? Is that the smarter thing to do? I kind of hope that that's part of it. That way you have to decide, do I just chuck everything at him, or do I try to deliberately not use my turns in the hope that it would give me more of an advantage later on? But I'll throw down the River Crocolisk because that's always a beastie card. And I'm going to deliberately, not attack this guy, because if I do, I'm just going to lose both those cards anyway. Because he's still going to be alive. Does she get her hit off? That was his last go. then it's my turn in a moment. Oh, okay, you can obviously do it, but she doesn't passively attack, but you may as well just treat her as such because she can only attack the hero. Oh no, she can't. She can actually attack anyone she wants. That's interesting. She'll die though, she attacks him. So this is my problem with this guy. So the best bet would be to, unless I was using one of these cards, for example, if I chuck this on this guy, that gives him 2 health. This guy has 2 damage, and he'll survive. No, he won't actually, because he's only got 3 health. What a pickle. I could chuck that card down, destroy or do good damage to his minions, because that's a good time to use it, and then sacrifice the boar on this guy. I think that would be the thing to do. So now we have this card, summon a 1/1 boar, and the raid leader. Well, this seems like a beastie card. I like this one. And she still gets her go. She can attack these ones, but I'm going to keep using her on a hero simply because she can attack the hero. In fact, I could just straight up go for the hero. It does say you're supposed to control the cards, but like I say, this is going to be pretty easy. So I think you can get away with playing a little bit recklessly. Unless he's got some sort of card up his sleeve that stops him from getting killed when he gets really close. That's the risk you take. If you go for the hero, if I get into 1 health, but then he uses some special card that gives him all his health back, I'm now screwed because he's then got control over the table. So that does 1 damage. So I may as well just be using this guy. It's going to definitely kill him. Then if we get our charge guy out, he would kill that guy easily. And then that clears up the table. So we'll just do that. Or maybe not actually, because he's got 3 damage. This guy's only got 2, so I may as well use him on him. He still survives. Use him on the boss, and use her on the boss. I don't even need to use any other cards. Owned. The Reckless Rocketeer. So I assume that this card is added to my deck.
And that's the end of your safari, Nesingwary.
Ooh. Illidan Storm Rage. Nice. Okay. I'm up for that. Alright, so I'll finish the video here, but I'll probably put another one up anyway. I assume I'm going to put all of these up on the same day. But like I say, I've just started now, so I've got to get into some sort of system or habit on how I'm going to present these videos and how they're going to be sort of put on YouTube. So I'm going to stop the recording now, but this might seem seamless to you anyway. So I guess I'll still sign it off. So thanks for watching. I'll see you later.